The settler of the city were the Subanon tribe along its river banks and was followed by the Muslims who settled on the coastal areas, which is now the communities of Marikay, Tawagan Sur, and was named Tolpocan, meaning a place with abundant springs. Pagadian was first known as the Session of Margo sa Tubig. On 1934, the Rector Tisyoso Gongonga Sr. was commissioned to find out the possibility of transferring the seat of governance of the Labangan municipality to another place. A conference was called together with the Datus, and the proposed transfer of Labangan government to Pagadian was greatly opposed by majority of the Christians. With this recommendation, on March 23, 1937, by virtue of Executive Order No. 77 of the late President Manuel L. Quezon, created the Pagadian Municipality. Then, on June 6, 1952, by virtue of Republic Act No. 711, Zamboanga was divided into two provinces, Zamboanga del Sur and Zamboanga del Norte. It was on September 17, 1952, when the province of Zamboanga del Sur was formally approved and Pagadian became its capital town. Pagadian became a chartered city on June 21, 1969, by virtue of the Republic Act No. 5478. The majority of Pagadianians speak the Cebuano language. The national language, Filipino or Tagalog, is widely understood and is the native tongue of a small percentage of the population. Iranon, Maguindanao, Maranao, Tausog, and Samal dialects are used by the Muslim community. The Subanen dialect is exclusively used by the Subanen people, the original inhabitants of the area. Remaining percentage of the population are classified as Hiligaynon and Zamboangueño speakers. As with the rest of the Philippines, English is widely understood and it is used as the primary language for business. Ang kwento ng tsunami sa Pagadian City. Midnight Killer, the 1976 Moro Gulf Tsunami. Almost 4 decades ago, the most devastating tsunami in the history of the Philippines hit the Moro Gulf region, but it also prompted a change in the country's disaster preparedness system. It was 10 minutes past midnight of August 17, 1976, while most of people were sleeping. A massive earthquake registering magnitude of 8.0 on the Richter scale. Without warning, about 2 to 5 minutes after the earthquake struck, waves as high as 9 meters reached the shore and inundated communities along the Moro Gulf. The tsunami affected 700 kilometers of coastline, with Pagadian City, Cotabato City, Zamboanga City, and Libak in Sultan Kudarat experiencing the highest waves. About 8,000 people died, including those missing and were never found, making it the most disastrous tsunami to hit the Philippines. Pagadian City, known as Little Hong Kong of the South and the capital of Zamboanga del Sur province, Pagadian is known as the tourist for its wonderful terrain. The iconic symbol of Pagadian, its uniquely designed tricycle built to adapt the city hilly terrain. The tricycles in Pagadian are unique. The tricycles in the city are tilted at an angle of 20 to 45 degrees. And there is a good reason behind it. The design allows tricycle drivers to ride through the city hilly terrain. Inclined tricycles uniquely Pagadian. And one of its unforgotten treasures, it is food and delicacies, which make the town beyond extraordinary. A new specialty of Pagadian is now starting to make its mark among locals and tourists. It consists of peanuts seasoned with other native delicacies such as dilis, danggit, and pusit. with 65 special flavors combination called Maninihuan. It should be part of your pasalubong list when visiting Pagadian. Not just that, but also one of the famous pasalubong from Pagadian City are dried fish and dried squid are sold in the Pagadian at cheap prices, making it a popular choice for pasalubong among tourists visiting the city. Pagadian City supplies most of the dried sea produced across Mindanao. Local vendors say some of the dried fish are from Sulu and Tawi-Tawi. Pagadian City products are seaweeds, cocoa processing, cassava, manufacture of furnitures and decors made out of wood, bamboo, rattan steel, and plastic. Handicrafts made out of bamboo, rattan, cocoa shell, wood, marine shell, ceramic, and weaving. Pagadian Bay and the outer Iliana Bay abound with a wide variety of marine products. Seaweed culture farming is flourishing in waters of the bay, while fish ponds near or along the bay yields milkfish, prawns, and crabs. A number of large sea fishing vessels that venture the Sulu and as far as the South China Sea make Pagadian Fishport their base of operation. Church Pagadian Parish became a diocese on November 2, 1971, and it is a suffragan of the Archdiocese of Ozamis. Messenger Jesus B. Tingkib served as the first bishop and was installed on February 24, 1973. At that time, the Columban Father took care of the apostolic services for the first 13 parishes in the newly formed diocese. As of 2008, the Diocese of Pagadian had 24 parishes. The City Festival is celebrated every third Sunday of January in honor of its patron saint, the Holy Child Jesus or Santo Niño, which coincides with the feast day of Cebu City. It is officially called the Pasalamat Festival, highlighted with a funeral parade, trade exhibit, and Mutya ng Pagadian beauty pageant, carnival shows, and a civic military parade. On every 21 June, the Araw ng Pagadian is celebrated in commemoration of its found as a chartered city, as capital of Zamboanga del Sur. The city hosts that annual provincial celebration in September with agritide exhibits. The Migayon Festival is a week-long celebration that coincides with the Zamboanga del Sur anniversary in September. It honors the tribe people, the Subanins, Bangsamoro Muslims, and Christians. Migayon is a Subanon word which means unity and solidarity. The festival a showcase of three distinctly different culture heritage in songs, dances, ritual of peace, food, and crafts, to foster unity and understanding among the three cultures, environment-related activities, peace and development forum, and indigenous sports competitors are being held. Pagadian City also officially celebrates the Chinese New Year. It is to honor the local Chinese community. Dao Island. Float over Iliana Bay or Iranon Bay, a large way of Moro Gulf, approximately 10 minutes away from the seaport in Pagadian City via a motorboat. This has become a popular beach escape for the locals. The bigger island is called Dao Dako, which literally translates to big, which the smaller islet that appears when the tide recedes is called Dao Gamay, meaning small. It has area size about 1.157 hectares. The coral reefs are artificially made, but the whole place is very much ideal for swimming, fishing, and boating. Puting Balas literally means white sand. As the name suggests, Puting Balas is a stretch of white sand beach just 5 minutes away via motorboat southern of the seaport. The clear, deep blue waters are excellent for swimming and diving. Mga Falls is about 7 kilometers away from Pagadian City. It is two-tier waterfall surrounded by huge trees that are home to white monkeys and many more.